they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing is Bridgewater. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Bridgewater now from the 50. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
To try again after the sack. Bridgewater. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Gordon on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 30. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Running on first down, Eckler. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers nothing.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Bridgewater sets up the screen to Gordon. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Play action now. Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's taken in by the tight end McKinney. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Herbert on third down now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a third and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flushed out right. He's got McKinney complete to his tight end. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Trey McKinney, 34 yards. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Broncos 10, Chargers 7.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage. And
he's taken down. Back in his own 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Herbert off of play action. Wide open receiver complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Now he's forced out left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
For the field goal, a 51-yard attempt.
Nagar's kick is good. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Jalen Guyton there to make the grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. They go play action. Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there to defend. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jerry Tillery in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And it goes a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Herbert. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Herbert now. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then, because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside, as he did there.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw again on second down, Bridgewater. They've got his man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 36 yards on the play. They'll run on first down. Gordon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Bridgewater. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down. It's Gordon, and a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Here's Herbert. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Bridgewater on first down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, Bridgewater. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Bridgewater to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
The 20. 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Bridgewater.
They're able to get this to Patrick.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Bridgewater
gets this to Fant.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. On the give, this is Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And with that...